we will start with the book that I think almost got me arrested, and this is in the category of books for psychologists or therapists, and people who are just starting out in their training, or for people who are feeling a little bit probably burnt out and sick to death of the word. It's this one, The Mummy at the Dining Room Table. So people who have done supervision with me before will know this one because I recommend it to pretty much everybody. It's fabulous. So it's edited by Jeffrey Kotler and John Carlson, and it's a whole bunch of incredibly well-known therapists recounting their strangest or most bizarre, or just the case that really stood out for them, that taught them something new or that challenged them in a particular way. But it's absolutely hilarious at points, absolutely heartbreaking at other points. But it was so good to read this, and I read it pretty much every year now. It was so good to read this early on because it made me feel like, yeah, I've found where I'm supposed to be. You know, like, this is the kind of stuff I want to be doing. And each year that I read it now, I learn something else from it. It's really comforting and really nice to see, you know, some of these big name therapists like, you know, Albert Ellis, Beck, Violet Oaklander, Insoo Kim Berg, Michael Yapko, who was there? Someone else in there that was just like, okay. What's his name? Meichenbaum, the family therapy guy. These big names, these master therapists, and they're often being very open and very vulnerable about times where they've screwed up or times where things did not go to plan, times where, you know, they were not a good enough therapist, and that's been really useful, like really good to read early on, but really, really good to read as a regular catch up to sort of go, one, this is a weird job, and it's not just my clients and my caseload that makes me go, what? And that everybody has bad days, and it's what you do with it afterwards. It's how you repair from the rupture. It's how you, you know, how you deal with not beating yourself up too strongly for it. That's what really counts. And I think that's probably what separates, you know, the master therapists from anything else is, you know, they got knocked down and managed to get back up again and be really open and honest about it, which I love.